Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the neural network demo. A lot of you probably know me from the Discord tutorial I made, but I also put out this neural network animation that I posted on Reddit. And so if you know me from here, this is a little add-on to that. And so here's what I previously had, where basically you can see that the neural network is training. You see that the edges are lighting up. A yellow value shows a higher value and a red value is most likely close to 0. And so it passes forward and then it lights up the correct or the prediction that it's making. And so you can see it's passing through, whoops. It's passing through, it sees a square, it thinks it's square. And so this is showing that this is the 325th epoch or batch, and this is the 368th example. So that is, I numbered all of the examples, and this is square 368, and it indeed guesses square 68. And it graphs the cost and it graphs the accuracy. And I just wanted to show what I have added on and what you can do with this little library that I have written. And so here is all the code. It's all available on GitHub if you're interested. The most important part, most likely for most people, is the NN plot folder that's in there, but this is, the entire thing is just a kind of reference design to show what you can make with this. I need to comment one line out real fast, otherwise it's going to try and render the video. And so the gist of this, what it's really doing is it is doing the training step as you would normally expect using TensorFlow. And then what it's doing is it is writing down all of the weights, all of the edge node things. And then on top of that, what I've added is it also records the cost, accuracy, like you saw before, and the reverse gradient is passed through so that it also will update the weights. And we'll see this once the animation pops up. But basically what it does is it shows the forward pass, and so it's like we saw in the previous one. But then on the backward pass, it will update the weights, so a negative weighted value will be red and a positive weighted value will be green, and it will show the intensity of that value as the width of the line. And so hopefully this pops in soon after it finishes training, and we will see that it passes forward, makes a prediction, and then basically corrects off of those predictions with the weights. And so the way that this is written, it's actually set up so that it is paused by default, and you can click the animation and it will start running, hopefully. Yep. And so right now you can see that the reason these are all blank, basically, is because it was initialized to very, very small weights. And so it does the forward pass, it makes its basically random guess, and it determines I don't know because it is not particularly certain. I made it a threshold so that as long as the probability of any of these is not beyond a certain threshold, then it's going to mark the I don't know tab. And you can see the beginning of this backward propagation step, it updates the weight, and you can see that this value is green, this value is red, and for now they're relatively small values. And just one thing to note is that in this first layer, the weights are actually just an average of the various weights. So what I did is I took the I forgot exactly the resolution of the image. I think it's 50 by 50, and I scaled it down so that each one of these is, I believe, 250 pixels. So this is the average intensity of 250 pixels. So that might be the first 5 rows or something like that, and you can see that it's relatively unactivated, and these middle rows are more activated because that's where most of the black lines are. But you'll see once I let this run again that most of these weights are still very, very small. That's because this is the average of all of those weights, because I needed some way to condense what should be like 2,500 weights or something like that into a more reasonable space so that you can visualize it without having it just be a ridiculous scale. So I click again, and you can see it does the forward pass, and then it goes backwards, and it continuously updates the weights. And as it continues to pass forward and backward, you see that it gains larger values in some of the weights and slowly becomes a stronger connection, and you can see that it gains accuracy. One other thing that I've added is that you can pause the video or the animation just by clicking on it, and you can go backward or forward one step with a right arrow, and you can go backwards with the left arrow. So you can kind of inspect each one as it's going. And more or less that's all I have to show, but I thought it was interesting. This is something that I did about 2 months ago, but I figured I would make a follow-up video and just show the progress that I made back then, where I updated it so that it does the backward pass and shows all of the different weights. And it's kind of interesting because you can see what sections are strongly positive and what sections are strongly negative. But other than that, I thought I would just share this, and thanks for watching.